We live? We good? Should be live. Should be good. Alright. This should be fun. I did not actually think there was... I thought there was going to be a leak of some kind today. I didn't actually think they would just do a full-on box announcement. Alright. Got late for 2 minutes and already see like 3 messages in chat calling me late. Come on. Give me a break. Alright, what's up, chat? Late as fuck. I'm a minute late. I'm 1 minute late. Late as fuck, by the way. Fuck you, chat. Alright. Let's see. So, chat box should be on stream, so I think it's working. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright. DLM's better view of the new box. Yeah, DLM's view of the new box is called advertising space, so I don't particularly want to use that. I say it's like the ads aren't showing now. Yeah, no. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not here to give a random advertiser space like that. No, thank you. So you can just see the cards as soon as I click on them. For example, when I click on this one, there you go. Wow, card showing. Wow. But yeah, we'll do that in a bit. We'll start in just a bit, guys. Just chilling. Tut. 1 minute late. Alright, so fair warning, there are a couple of pets near me right now. So if you hear any background noise, that's especially a bird. That's all that is. First time being awake for this? What time is it where you are? Can't be that late. Can't be that late. Holy shit, 152 watching? Whew, we might just start in a sec. Yeah, we'll give it like, I don't know, two or so more minutes and then we'll start. I wanted to go over cards multiple times because we were too late, so give it 2 or so more minutes, then we'll get going. I have no idea what any of the cards... I briefly scrolled through the box to get the cards to the title, and I have no idea what, like, half the cards in this box do. I'm pretty excited for it, though, because I know Necroz is meant to be a really powerful art type. I see Gishki in there, and that is one of my favorite art types for, like, ages ago. I loved that deck. The Time Wizard meme card? I don't know what the fuck that does, but that sounds pretty exciting. Not the... I really hope that Time Wizard meme card is at least playable, just as a meme. What else we got? Performapal, don't really care too much. We've had like 1 billion of those now and they still all suck, so... Then we have Sylvan, which should also be fun as well. Been a while since we've seen them too. Hey Myth. Got a new BLS ritual monster? It's new, but we've already seen that card because it was in the you can get it from a skill at the moment, so I don't think it's even that exciting. From my memory, it's not even that good of a card, so nothing too exciting anyway. Alright, how many people we got? We good to start now? How many people we got? Alright, it's probably about time we start. Got like 200 people watching. Alright, so as per every box of Hero I do, we start at the garbage cards and we go to the sick ass cards at the top. So starting from the trash, which I think is Jar of Generosity. These, holy shit, that's a lot of reprints. Is this a main or a mini? Oh, this is a main box, no wonder. Alright, so there's a shit ton of reprints this time around. So, let's start with Jar of Generosity. Oh shit, a new Jar of Greed, Pog. Alright, place 1 card from your hand on either the top or the bottom of the deck. That's it. That's my... Next. Minefield Eruption. I'm pretty sure I've seen this card before, so I think this is a reprint. I think. Have I seen this card before? This is not a reprint? Oh, that's a reprint too. Okay, so that's also a reprint. Where do the reprints start? Stop, I mean. The fuck? Oh no, it's reprints now. Okay, yeah, I see now. I swear I've already seen this card before. Whatever, we'll just go through it. I do not care enough. Minefield Eruption. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each face-up mine golem on your side of the field. After that, destroy all face... 500 damage? Holy shit, that's a max of 1500 right there. That's insane. You need 3 mine golems, and then you get 1500 damage. Holy shit. And I'm pretty sure mine golem's that dumb card that blows up and does fuck all damage. Mine golem. Oh yeah. The level up. Oh, Scud finally coming in clutch. We got some Scud support, boys. Let's go. Scud support. It's destroyed by battle. So it doesn't even combo with its own trap card. Wow, that is... Whew, that is a sick combo right there. Alright, moving on. Get that shit out of my face. Destruction Ring. Destroy one face-up monster on your side of the field to inflict 500 points of damage to both players' life points. Oof. Oh, sorry, on your side. Oh, wow. Destroy one card on your side of the field to do 500 damage to both players. Wow. Get a skill activation and some burn damage. Damn, I'm excited for this one. You should stream more. I freaking love your content. Damn. Thank you. Much appreciated. Scud FTK1. Yeah, finally some decent Scud support. That's what I've been... Thank God, Konami. Now it just gives us a skill that gives us this trap card in opening hand. There we go. Pure Scud support. Alright. Black Catastrophe. Oh, wow, that's a good pun, Konami. Good one. During your opponent's battle phase, if you control 2 or more face-down defense position monsters, end the battle phase. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard to type 2 face-up monsters on the field, including at least 1 Prediction Princess monster. Change them to face-down defense position. Wait, this thing ends the battle phase? Oh my god, you better limit it. We already saw Konami just limited that Necroz card for ending battle phases. I don't know. This one's looking like it might need it as well. Yeah, so a battle phase trap, pretty bad. I have no idea what Prediction Princess is, so... To be fair, it's not a terrible trap. I mean, ending battle phases. Stick this in your, what's that stupid Ghost Trick deck? Stick this in your Ghost Trick deck. Ghost Trick support, Pog. I already see it in chat, Solid Tide's Ghost Trick. Literally Ghost Trick support. But yeah, generally battle traps, traps that like battle phase only are kind of bad, because main phase, your opponent will just be like, Lamau, let me just destroy that real quick. You can't activate it in response. So, probably not too exciting of a card. I think too exciting there. But I don't know what Prediction Princess is though, so maybe Prediction Princess on summon grabs that trap card or something, I don't know. Alright. Ignite Burst. Once per turn during your main phase, you can destroy up to 3 other Ignite cards you control, then return an equal number of cards your opponent controls to hand. If this card is into the graveyard, you can add 1 face-up Ignite Pendulum monster from your extra to your hand. During your main phase. Damn, this card actually didn't seem that bad until it read once per turn during your main phase. Why is there a trap card? Isn't the whole purpose of trap cards to be trap set for your opponent? Why is it during your main phase? Does that like defeat the whole purpose of trap cards? Like what? It actually didn't even sound that bad until I read that part. I won't see play if it's during your main phase. It's a trap card you set. and you can't even use until it passes back to your turn. What's the point in this trap card? It's not even disruption. It's you might as well use the discard pop spell anyway instead. It just uses it in your turn. It's continuous, sure. Again, still can't use it during your opponent's turn. Yeah, no. This card actually didn't seem that bad until I read that. That just made it like, oh, okay. Not great, not great. The effect isn't terrible, but it's not exactly holy shit amazing card or anything, right? Alright. Harmonic Oscillation. Thank you, Brian Diaz, for the sub. Appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, totally do so. That way you know when I do these streams and you can tune in next time. Alright, Harmonic Oscillation. If your opponent has 2 cards in their Pendulum zones, target those 2 cards. Wow, people actually playing Pendulum monsters? Konami, that's a bit of a stretch there. Target those 2 cards. While both targets are in the Pendulum zones, you can Pendulum summon using their Pendulum scales. Wow, you have to be playing a Pendulum deck as well? But only from the extra deck. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this card? It's so bad. Right, let's check whether my hotkeys working actually. I don't think any of them are on this thing, are they? Oh. Yeah, none of them are. That's fine. Can I unsubscribe? No. Fuck you. You're locked in, baby. Alright, well this card's garbage. Moving on. Final Ritual of the Ancients. This card is used to ritual summon Reshef the Dark Being. You must also tribute monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more. Well, no idea what Reshef the Dark Being is, so we'll wait. I assume he's in this box somewhere, so we'll wait on that one. I'll tell you all about it, if it's a good card or not, when we see what the fuck Reshef is. Alright, Prediction Ritual. This card is used to ritual summon Prediction Princess Tarot Tray. That one. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 9 or more. Big fucking card. During your main phase, except to turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Prediction Prince monster from your deck to your hand. Ooh. Okay. That's a pretty good ritual spell, not bad. Gives you a search during the next turn. So one of the main problems with ritual decks is, of course, it takes a fuck ton to ritual summon. That's the main issue with the whole process, the summoning mechanic. You have to have a ritual spell, you have to have tribute for it, and you have to have the ritual monsters. That's already 3 cards minimum. So the fact that then recycles a bit and gives you a card back and a search during the next turn means you're not just completely blown out, so not bad. As for the Prediction Princess card though, I have no idea what Tarot Tray is, so I can't tell you if this is a good ritual investment or not yet, but in terms of ritual spells, it's not a bad one, because it refills your hand. Good stuff. Not bad. Alright. Ignites Unite. Target 1 Ignite card you control, destroy it. And if you do, special summon 1 Ignite monster from your deck. Huh. I mean, that's not a bad effect. I don't really know what these Ignite cards do. I assume because of the other one said destroy as well, they have effects when they're destroyed. If so, that's not a bad effect at all. It's kind of like a pseudo mask change kind of thing. But you can dodge back row with it. You can do it swing in and hit your opponent for lethal damage by. Oh, sorry. You can swing in, do some damage to your opponent, activate this, swap it over, do some more damage to your opponent for lethal. So this isn't a bad card. It's pretty good. But obviously I don't know what Ignites do yet, or what the rest of the archetype is. I assume, based on the other trap card also being when cards are destroyed, that they have effects when destroyed. If so, that makes it even better, because you destroy your card, it activates its effect, and you get 1 out of deck. Ignites Love Destruction, yeah, alright. So not a bad card. Is it going to see play? No idea yet, don't know about the rest of the archetype, but not a bad card. Especially in back row metas, it's good to have a way to dodge them without having to run just MSTs and stuff. They're mostly Nor monsters? Alright, we're on for this one. Wait to see what the rest of the Ignites do to see if it's a good art type or not. This looks like a Sylvan card if I've ever seen one. Flourishing Frolic. Execute cards from your deck equal to the number of Flourishing Frolic in your graveyard, +3. Ooh. And if you excavate at least... Wait, so you have one in the graveyard? That's... Okay, so it's 4. Okay. And if you excavate at least one monster, one spell, one trap... Oh my god, that's a bit of a stretch. One monster, one spell, and one trap. Add one of them to your hand and send the other cards to the graveyard. If you did not, shuffle all excavated cards into your deck. Yeah, so we're not using this. It starts off doing 3 alone, that's it, so just 3. Excavating 3 cards, and you have to hit one monster, one spell, and one trap with that for it to be usable. Hello? What the fuck is that? What is this? The chance of doing that is so low. Plus, I'm pretty sure Sylvan decks don't run that many spell and trap cards anyway, right? Or at least not the ones we have in Duel Links currently. There's no way we're using this. This seems bad. Thank you, Joker, for the sub. Appreciate it. If you already subbed, make sure to do so. Alright. Mount Sylvania. Not a bad card art. A field spell for Sylvans, righto. You can send one plant type monster from your hand or face up from your side of the field to the graveyard. Choose one Sylvan card from your deck and place it on top of the deck. That's pretty good. It's a bit annoying that you have to discard a card for it though, but it does give you like a guaranteed excavate. You don't use the effect to mount once per turn. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is a plant type monster, send it to the graveyard. Always place it on either the top or bottom of the deck. I mean, it doesn't seem like a terrible card. It's just like a excavate search kind of thing. I think my main issue with it is I don't think it's going to help Sylvan as they currently are, so I'm looking for more support than this. If anything, this doesn't really help at all for how Sylvan currently work. We need something a bit stronger than this to help that deck. It doesn't seem all that great, just if you discard to use it. I think I'd prefer to just have a bunch of Sylvans to gamble and use this, especially considering your deck is only like 20 cards anyway. So, I don't think we'll use this. Like I said, I think I prefer to just have a bunch of cards that gamble. Because if you excavate 3 cards in a 20 card deck, you're quite likely to hit something good anyway. So, it's not terrible, but it just... 4 card starting hand, having to discard a card to get a good excavate off. I'm not sure about that one. Definitely looking for better Sylvan support to actually make the deck playable. This won't help. Not a terrible card though, so it might see play. But I don't think so. Especially considering, like, if you're running this card, you may excavate it yourself by accident, and it's just a dead card then. So it's like, you know, you don't really want to run cards that you're going to excavate that are dead. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the actual important part of the review. The part you guys have all been waiting for. The main event. The normal monsters. Alright. Is that... Be gone? Is it telling me to leave? Be gone? Or was it be Hegan? Either way, it needs to go on a fucking diet. God damn. My man's pregnant. Aqua Nor monster. Alright, so got Cocytus support. Okay. With an enormous maw and massive teeth. An enormous maw? The fuck is a... Alright. Hang on. Quick definition real quick. What the fuck is a maw? The jaws or throat of a voracious animal. Oh shit, a voracious animal. Okay. Whew. Okay. This monstrosity is one dangerous and strange serpent from the deep. Doesn't look that fucking dangerous. Looks like I'll move at a goddamn snail's pace with that, Billy. This thing is tier 2. Only tier 2? Damn, you're underestimating this. 1350 chat, come on. 1350 and you think it's only tier 2? Delusional. This thing's normal. It's level 4. It's normal summonable, mate. Alright? Don't get it twisted. This thing is actually like... This is stacked. This thing is beyond stacked, alright, buddy? Alright, moving on. Tier 0, that's what I like to see. That's much better. Alright. Yashinoki. This dude's literally eating his own nuts. That's a sentence it's okay. An intelligent palm tree that drops a hail of rock-hard coconuts on its enemies. Wow, so it's eating its own rock-hard nuts, is it? By the looks of things. That is a sentence. He's getting the self-suck. Damn right he is. Them rock-hard nuts. What an intelligent palm tree. I'm afraid, though, with only 800 attack, it can't possibly compare to the 1350. So this may be tier 0, but this one's probably only about tier 3, you know? It may be meta-relevant, maybe it's just broke tier. I don't know. Can't work it out yet. Part of culture. And that's a bit of a sus one there. Alright, moving on. Karyu Shin. A sea dragon known as the King of the Ocean. It attacks its enemies with huge tidal waves. Oh my god. 1800 attack? Damn. We're actually seeing new meta developments. New waves coming over the meta. Get it? Waves? King of the Ocean. Mako's got some competition. Yeah, no, 1800 attack, mate. That is... How could something... I didn't think it could be possible for something to be more powerful than our boy Big On over here. But my god, it's been done. 1800 attack. That's nasty. Only for one tribute too? This card actually got new support a couple of days ago. What do you mean? How do you get new support for this thing? How does this thing... What? I don't want to know. Mako support. Alright, moving on. Alright. Our first Prediction Princess. Prediction Princess Crystalline. Flip. You can add one ritual monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. A high-level monster requires a flip? Huh. Right. That's an interesting one. Okay, this archetype's going to be a bit weird, I think, because I can't rate this. When I look at this card, just with, like, out knowing anything else from the archetype, I'm just thinking, we have to tribute summon this flip card? What is this, Subterra? We have to tribute summon and then flip it. Are we playing Subterra? What is this shit? This card seems really bad. But, at the same time, I haven't seen the rest of the archetype, so if it is like Subterra, having a level 5 like this wouldn't be a problem. So, I think we have to wait for the rest of the archetype on that one, but it is a search, so there you go. And you can search any ritual monster, not just in archetype stuff. A Sonic Bird, but it's... Sorry, not... A Senju, but it's level 5 and requires to be flipped. Alright, moving on. Prediction Princess. Arrow South. That card art is confusing me. Alright, level 4. Flip. You can add 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand, or graveyard to hand. Okay, so a Sonic Bird, but it requires a flip. I don't know about that one. It requires a flip. Why don't we just play Sonic Bird then? So I assume the only reason we'd use this is there's some kind of flip mechanics in the deck, and there's some kind of search for princesses that make you want to use this. Because the card by itself was like, well, we just use Sonic Bird instead. Why would we use this? But it is a flip deck by the looks of things, so I assume there'll be ways to make this activatable. And if there is, then we've just got a search card in our hands. So search cards aren't bad. It just depends on how easy it is to use these get these flip effects going on your first turn when you activate it. So your mum requires a flip. Thank you, chat. Again, just wise words from the chat. You shut up, parrot. Yeah, if you're hearing any background noise, there is a bird right behind this door, and it's being rather noisy, so I apologise for that. May have to move it in a bit if it's too noisy. Alright, moving on, next card. Prediction Princess Astro Morrigan. Oh my god. During the end phase of this turn, destroy as many... Okay, I'm going to... Give me a sec. I have to move this bird real quick. It's being too noisy. Alright, you are being way too noisy, mate. Oh, hey.
Card games on motorcycles!
Alright, sorry about that, chat. That was a rather noisy bird. I needed to move it into the other room. Sorry. Alright. Prediction Princess Astro Morrigan. Flip. During the end phase of this turn, destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 250 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. During the end phase, destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent could... So your opponent has to have monsters in defense. What, Windstorm attack or support? What is this? Yeah, no. I don't think, I mean, maybe it was like... Again, it's one of the, I have no idea how these flip effects are gonna work. There must be some, like... It must be really easy to get these flip effects off for this deck to work. But I don't think we're going to be using something that destroys only defense position monsters unless, like, your boss monster, the archetype, puts things in defense, you know? Plus, it's only end phase. That's like... Yikers. Yeah, I don't like this card at all. End phase destruction of only defense position does not sound great to me. Sub-Terra counter? Thank God. He moved to the kitchen? Actually did. How did you know that? How did you know? Anyway. Ignition Veteran, a Pendulum monster. And it looks like it's just a normal monster. If you have an Ignite card in your other Pendulum zone, you can destroy both cards in your Pendulum zones, and if you do, add 1 Fire, Warrior type monster from your deck or graveyard to hand. Okay. So a search. But you have to destroy both your Pendulum zones for it, and I guess it's like a last-ditch effort kind of thing, maybe? The grizzled leader of the bodyguards division acts as chaperone to the cavalier and is one of the few complainers about her recklessness. Mostly to the gallant, the only one who understands him. Wow. Actually, better love story than Twilight going on here. You put Zonny Bird in the kitchen. The field spell makes this a positive. Okay, so there's more support for this thing, being destruction for a search, I guess. Oh, ignites have the same pendulum effect? Okay. That's interesting. So I guess we have to see what the field spell does for this card to be rated then. Like I said, any search is good, but currently it's a massive negative to use it as a search, so if someone says in chat the field spell coming up will fix that, maybe then it'll be a good card. Yeah, otherwise it's just a search, so I have to wait and see on that one. Ignite Cavalier. Oh god, so this is the this one's grill apparently. And it's the same effect as the last one. Defending the campaign zone, you can destroy both cards. Yeah, it is. The vaunted weapons of this pink Ignite have inflicted as much damage to her enemies as to her own troops, but she gets results, so very few complain. I love how, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like, how do we determine that this is a man, this is a female, and this is a male? Let's just make it pink. That'll work, right? Yep. Pink equal grill, apparently. Thank you, Konami. Waifu card. Dude, this thing... I don't know. Most waifus aren't meant to burn, like, you? You know? This thing's, damaging her enemies and, like, her friends. I don't know about that one. There's the guys from Bad Aim. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll pass on this one, as we don't know about them yet. Basically exactly the same as this card. No real difference. These are the two scales, I guess. Alright. Ignite Champion. While this card is in your hand, you can target 3 Ignite cards you control, destroy them. And if you do, special summon this card. Once per turn, you can target one of the Ignite monster you control, return it to hand. And if you do, place one monster your opponent controls on the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it requires 3 cards to special summon. And then once per turn, you can target one monster you control. So you have to have 3 cards on board already, then a 4th card for this effect to work. So this card requires 4 cards for 1 lot of removal. You better hope the destruction effects are really fucking good on this deck. Because, 4 cards for 1? Yeah, bro, you just cleared your board. You're not removing your opponent's stuff, you're removing your own. Nuke your own board. Wow, PogChamp. That's what I like to see. That's what I want all my monsters to do. Literally, Black Rose Dragon at my own board. That's what I like to see. What the fuck? I assume that there'll be some way to play it maybe, but I think it's probably not going to get played. I assume the way this is going to be played is some kind of Pendulum deck with these dudes, and this card's ain't going to see any play at all. This thing seems like absolute shit. Needs to read the field spell? Alright. It's worse than... Yeah, it's literally worse. Literally, there's that fucking... You're not wrong. The Monarch card that just summons, pop 1 card, literally does exactly what this does without nuking your own board. Like, what? Activate Self-Right Geku. Exactly, what the fuck? Alright, moving on. Ignite Lancer. While this card is in your hand, you can target 3 Ignite cards you control, destroy them. And if you do, special summon this card. Okay, nuking your board again. Once per turn, you can target one other Ignite monster you control, return it to hand, and if you do, place one spell or trap card your opponent control. It's the same as the other card, but for back row. Like, unless the field spell says something like, for every Ignite card destroyed, search an Ignite card, I don't see why you would use this. But you couldn't even use it going first, because again, you need 3 Ignite cards and this, and they all have to be removed. So if you have the field spell on board, that's too many. That doesn't even, there's not enough cards in starting hand for that. So I don't know. This deck is really odd to me, but we are only on the normals, so I assume we're just going through the garbage right now, and there'll be ways to play this deck that doesn't involve just board wiping yourself to play the game. Alright. So I assume we're going to have other stuff that'll make this work. Because at the moment, these cards just like in a vacuum by themselves, completely garbage. But maybe there's like the field spell is that good of a card, it fixes all the issues we're having with these cards. So we'll see. Alright, Ignite Gallants. So same effect as the other one? Yep, same effect as the other one. So just literally exactly the same as the other card, just with different stats. A leader of the most dashing Ignite Commando unit. His greatest challenge is keeping the hot tempers of his men under control. Wow. Inspirational there, Konami. Good stuff. Is again the same as the other one with different stats? Yep. What the fuck is this? So we just got even the same scales. So we've got a 2 and a 7. And again, a 2 and a 7 normal monster with both the same with the same pendulum effect. Interesting. It's not a I don't know what to think about it so far. They have the same effect as the other ones. I think at least the card art is cool, true. Use the normals to exceeds. Were their levels different at least? We had a 5 and a 6. A 5 and a 6. They're the same level, same scale as normal monsters.
Card games on motorcycles!
This is why we can't control any of these guys because they will literally destroy themselves. Now, not super excited for the art type yet, but again, still in the normal monsters, waiting for the pod cards. They'll come up later. There's no way it's another level. Oh, it's level 4 this time. If you haven't Ignite... Oh no, yep, exactly the same effect, right? Okay. This Ignite has a reputation as a thinker, with a cool head, but the truth is that his emotions just take longer to heat up. Am I going through the Power Rangers right now? Is that what this is? We've got the red one, the purple one, the fucking pink one, blue one. They're literally Power Rangers. Orange, oh my god. Another level 4, it's a 7 scale again. Same effect. An experienced Ignite warrior who fights for justice, and despite the corrupt, he even questions his own weapon these days, due to his absolute quest for righteousness. And this is the shit-stained brown Power Ranger, is it? I didn't know Power Rangers had a shit-stained brown, but there we go. Because we've already got a red one, so I don't know what colour this one's meant to be. I'm going to assume shit-stained brown. Alright, well, that's going to be some seizing, I guess. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see on these. How many do I have to go through of these normal monsters? Fuck. The normal monster segment's meant to be over already, Konami. How am I still going? This impulsive Ignite warrior is fanatical about the cause he fights for. Because of his passion, his comrades try to keep him at an arm's length. Wow. For fuck's sake. At least the backgrounds are kind of cool, you know? They're pretty good card arts, they're alright. Jesus Christ, it never ends. Literally suffering, trying to get through these normal monsters. At least show me the support so I know these cards aren't just wasted my... Dude, if I get through all these normal monsters and we get to, like, the actual effects this deck has to make these cards playable, and the deck is completely unplayable, and I had to go through, like, 15 fucking normal monsters, I swear to God, Konami. I might just have to just delete my channel right there. How can I keep supporting this game? You make me go through 600 normal monsters for a deck that just turns out to not be playable. I fucking swear to God. It doesn't end. These ones are level 3. The cold steel armor of this young squire cannot hide the keen, burning mind contained within him. Oh my God. It's light Yargamir right here. The edgelord coming out. They take up like 1/3 of the box. That's a... I don't know. Heart of the Underdog Pug. Oh, thank God. Thank God it has an end. Okay. Sylvan Cherebus... That one. When this card is special summoned, you can choose either 1 or 2 and excavate that many cards from the top of your deck. Send any excavated plant type monsters to the graveyard. Also place the other cards on the bottom of the deck in any order. If this card is excavated from the deck and sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon 1 level 1 plant type monster from your deck. Ooh. 1 level 1 plant type monster from your deck. There's gonna be a few tuners and stuff in there, right? In that category. 1 level 1 plant type monster from deck. Plant. Fuck. Plant. Level 1. There's a lot to choose from, actually. Ooh, glow up bulbs in here. That's a really fucking good one. Rose Lover? Glow up bulb's a huge one, though. It's good. Oh, Spore as well. Spore's level 1, isn't it? Spore and glow up bulb are in that category. That's pretty fucking good, actually. Not sure if that's how the deck will be played. I'm just making, just pointing out some things. But you want to play synchros now? Excavate this. Like, cause the cool thing about this kind of stuff is if you excavate and send glow up bulb or spore to the graveyard, their effects are usable anyway. So it's not like running these cards in a deck that sends cards to the graveyard is a bad thing, because you can still use them in the graveyard. It's just now we have a search for them as well. So both seem really fucking good. We'll see, we'll see. There are obviously other Sylvan stuff in the deck too that you want to use. So I don't know which ones we're going to be using or if we're even going to use this card, but if we want to play synchros, we now have a really, really easy access to them just with this card alone. Plus, even just having a normal summon and excavate too isn't that bad in Sylvan. You'll notice when playing Sylvan, well, at least when I used to play Sylvan an eternity ago, when they were a playable deck, just you normal summon your card excavate 2 to get things going isn't that bad of a starting play. So, we'll see. Oh my God, what is this creature? Oh God, what? I'm just trying to think of like what was going through the artist's mind when he did this. What was he on? The person who drew this must have some really interesting things going on in his head. What a magician plus be gone. Oh my God, it uses that slug thing from earlier for 1700 attack. Oh, this thing is this thing's actually nightmare fucking fuel. What the fuck? Why is its legs like that? It's like a mermaid lion thing? Who even decided the color scheme? Why'd they make it so that it's like its tail looks like it's made out of mud or something? Who drew this? Instant fusion to make these? Why would you want to make this? More normal monster content. What the fuck? Marine beast. Alright. Alright, Mr. Artist, I need you to draw a card art for a marine and a beast. I got you, fam. I got you. Listen up. What about a lion? With legs instead of arms, literally legs, and a tail fin. Last time I checked, mermaids were like top half, bottom half kind of deal. Not like top half, but with legs stuck on and then a tail. Like, I don't really like... Why? I guess to be fair, this top half's supposed to be like a lion, so it has lion legs, but... I'll at least give it something to work with. I don't know what I'm looking... Let's move on. I actually cannot... I can't cope. Burnout. Banish one face-up Chem Critter? Is Chem Critter support? Okay. Banish one face-up Chem Critter monster you control. Special summon 2 Chem Critter monsters from your deck, with different names from each other. When your opponent declares a direct attack except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish the card from your graveyard, then target one of your banished Gemini monsters, special summon it, and if you do, it becomes an effect monster and gains its effects. I mean, its effect isn't bad, but Chem Critters are all normal, like all Gemini monsters, right? So special summoning 2 during your opponent's turn will do nothing. It's not bad though. It even brings back the one you special summon when your opponent direct attacks it and it gives it its effects. His effect really isn't that bad. Because like at worst, it's just blocks your opponent just dealing with you on turn 1 or whatever, because he has to get through 2 monsters. Use this, banish your thingy, summon 2, destroys them both. It special summons it back with its effect. It's not terrible. But it's not a great card, it's like too spectacular. Like special summoning 2 from deck is a pretty good effect though. Are there any like at least high static Chem Critters that are in the deck? Chem Critter. I don't know how to spell fucking Chem Critter. You spell it? Chemi Critter. And you just special summon this straight from deck, right? $2,800 stats, $2,100 stats. The fucking crab up is it? The crab is pretty good as far as I remember. Those 2 Chem Critter fans are happy. I think this card's actually playable, but I think Chem Critter still sucks, so it won't do anything. But I think it's actually a playable card for the deck. I still think the deck will suck though. You can summon 2 2,800 defense, a 2,800 attack, a 2,800 defense straight from deck. That can't be that bad. You don't say lower level or anything, right? These are Chem Critters. And it even brings back the monster you get rid of. I don't know. I'm actually interested in this card. I don't think it'll make the deck playable just because the deck still isn't that great of a deck. In terms of just... It's actually a really good trap card, right? Yeah, it makes a rank 8 instantly. Like, it's not instantly, because then your opponent has a chance to destroy them, because you're probably doing this during... I guess you can do it during your turn, too, if you wait a turn. But I'm generally thinking you're going to use it when your opponent targets a monster with something to bring out 2 2800s, maybe. I don't know. Seems good. Seems good. Seems like worthwhile support. That might be worth it for people that want to play Chem critters. Yeah, it's good support for a bad deck. That's what we'll go with. Like, the only one I remember people trying to use was the crab for some reason. During main phase, summon Gemini monster from your deck to the graveyard, then add 1 Gemini monster from deck to your hand. Yeah, it sends one to the graveyard and it's a search, right? Yes, the crab is actually pretty fucking nuts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Galaxy Queen's Light. Target 1 face-up level 7 or higher monster you control. The levels of all other face-up monsters you currently control become the current level of that monster until the end phase. Right. I'm pretty sure we have a billion cards that do similar effects to this. I'm pretty sure we do now. I feel like every box we get one. So I don't think this is anything too special. You can make high-level monsters. I'm pretty sure, like, decks that are going... The only reason you ever use a card like this is if your deck currently sucks, so it can't already make its own, like, identical levels on its own, so you have to run trash like this, right? It does have Galaxy in the name. Does that mean it's searchable with the Galaxy skill? Not sure you'd want to use it with the Galaxy skill, so that makes it only lights or whatever the fuck that skill forces you into, but... yeah. Pretty sure we're not going to use this. Decks should be able to make their own levels without generic support like this. Yeah, -1 for the lols, exactly. Decks shouldn't have to go -1 to get their levels like that. Plus, we also have skills that can do it too, right? Like, it seems like I just prefer to use a Cosmic Cyclone to get my level duplication active than use this thing. There's no reason. I'm pretty sure you can use this in Galaxy and it's searchable, but you wouldn't want to. Alright, moving on. Catalyst Field. Ooh, Gemini support again? Wait, I don't expect this from this box. I didn't see these cards. These Chem critter supports. Each turn, 1 level 5 or higher Gemini monster you normal summon can be summoned without tributing. That's pretty good. There are some pretty good, it has to be level 5 or higher. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Gemini monster in addition to your normal summon or set. Okay. Okay. So that lets you summon a Gemini and then summon it again, so you get its effects. And there are some pretty good Gemini cards, actually. I just search Gemini here and it'll come up. Yeah, you know, I'd have to search in the other thing. There are some pretty good Gemini cards. I think Gearfried's pretty good, but where's the removal ones? Some level removal ones are pretty good. They used to have like an old control deck built around them. Gemini? Does that work? It does. Where are they? There's 2 of them that are pretty well known. Oh, this card's pretty fucking good too. Oh yeah, Chevalier's pretty good. And you're pretty good. So these cards used to make their own little control deck where you'd remove stuff just by using these 2. So that's pretty cool, not bad. And it's just a rare spell card, so it's nice support. Okay. Once per turn, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, banish 1 Gemini monster you control. That is treated as an effect monster and it gains its effects until your opponent's end phase. And if you do, destroy that card. Wait. You can target 1 card your opponent controls, banish 1 Gemini monster you control that is treated as an effect monster and has gained its effects until your opponent's end phase. What's the until your opponent's end phase part mean? You can only target it until the end phase, or is it only working on effect monsters that only have their effects until the end phase? What? I don't really get what the until your opponent's end phase part means. Like, if I have a Gemini monster on board that just has its effects, because they're permanent, they don't just go away after a turn if you've done a normal summon them, right? Why has it got this other part? Just have to... So... Oh, your opponent... Your monster comes back in the end phase. Oh, okay, okay, thank you. Thank you, chat. Wow! Wait, that's actually... What a cool field spell. So we've got a field spell that helps you normal summon these guys, and it can also banish them? Or whatever it does. Yeah, banish them till the end phase, and destroy cards as well. So you've got pops from these guys, and pops from the field spell.
Card games on motorcycles!
It is a so... That's actually such a good field spell. What the fuck? That's such a good field spell. Hell yeah. Thank you for the sub. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I'll say Ray. Thank you, Ray, for the sub. And Kale and Jeffrey. Damn. I didn't expect to get excited from Gemini cards, but that's some actually decent support for the deck. Not sure if we're going to be trying to play the Chem Critter variant, or if people are just going to try and mess around with the old control deck that used to exist. Because it wasn't even that bad of a deck, to be fair. And this card does make it pretty fucking good. I'd really like to give him a shot, I think. I don't think they'll be good, but... it'd be fun to give him a shot. Alright, I'm pretty sure our What 007 loves Gemini, so he'll love that shit. Alright, Ignition Phoenix. So is this the field spell everyone was talking about? Is this it? All Ignite monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Oh my god, they're meta relevant. Holy shit, what an effect. Once per turn, you can target one Ignite card you control, destroy it. If you do, add one Ignite card from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's it? It's just a search? How is this field spell making the other cards worth it? This card fucking... This card doesn't fix the deck at all. What does this do for it? The fucking... The effects of your Pendulum is still fucking making you go into the massive negatives to use them. I was expecting a lot more than this to make that deck playable. God, I hope there's more fucking Ignite support in this box and I didn't just go through 15 normal monsters for nothing. Oh, so there are more Ignite cards in this box that will make this deck worth it. There are more in here. Yeah, there better fucking be more in here. You can search the two the Black Rose Dragons are in the field. Hell yeah. Alright, so we'll wait for the... Okay, this card's a good card, don't get me wrong. It's a search card. Pog. But let's hope the other Ignite cards you're searching for are not just the fucking normal monsters. Because if that's all we're getting, it's going to be a useless deck. So, let's wait for the rest of the Ignite cards. Nah, fam, it's 20 normal monsters with nothing else. Peak deck building. Hell yeah. Alright, Necroz Ritual Spell. This card can be used to ritual summon any Necroz or ritual monster. Alright. Tribute monsters from your hand or field. Then ritual summon one Necroz ritual monster from your hand or graveyard. So it uses the graveyard as well. Whose levels exactly equal the total levels of the monster. So that's exact. You can only use this effect of Necroz cycle once per turn. If you control no monsters, you can banish the card and one Necroz monster from your graveyard, and one Necroz spell card from your deck to your hand. Okay, second effect's pretty good too. So it's a graveyard ritual spell. Has a search on it as well. Alright, that's pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I can't quite remember what Necroz stuff we have in Duel Links at the moment, but I'm pretty sure their ritual spells are pretty good, right? I haven't seen them, I haven't played them in... when were they released? Like fucking forever? But just as far as ritual spells go, not bad. Ritual summoning cards from the graveyard, and specifically getting a recycle as well is pretty good. Especially if you ritual summon using ritual monsters and material. So you need to banish an Necroz monster. Alright, not bad, not bad. All three are great. I thought they were. I haven't seen them in a while though. Necroz ritual summon multiple monsters with one ritual spell. It's been a long ass time since I played that deck. A fucking long ass time. The only ritual spell we currently have is Kaleidoscope. Let's have a... How do I even spell Kaleidoscope? I'm typing Necroz. Won't go over the stuff, the new stuff. We have this one, right? This card can be used to summon any number of Necroz ritual monsters. Tribute... Oh, yeah. It sounds multiple. Tribute one monster from your hand or field, or send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Also, after that, ritual summon any number of... Yes, this card was fucking nuts. Alright. So this card was absolutely fucking bonkers. So as far as Necroz ritual spells go, the other one is way better than this, but this is really good for recycling from graveyard. Seems pretty sick. Alright, not bad. I assume we may not play a whole lot of this, just because the other ritual spell's a lot better. But we may run this as like a 1-of or something, or 2-of, just because being able to summon stuff back from graveyard is really good. Especially if there's like a way to search this. If there's a way to search this, that's really good, because you can search it, ritual summon using the card you've already got in grave, Chem, you know? Another ritual spell, Necroz Mirror. This card can be used to ritual summon a Necroz ritual monster, tribute monster from your hand or field, and or banish Necro monsters from your graveyard. Wait, the other one did say you can special summon graveyard, right? Yeah, it did, okay. And just monster your hand or field, and or banish Necroz monster from your graveyard. That's pretty good. Okay, so we can use resources in graveyard. Then ritual summon a Necroz ritual monster from your hand whose levels exactly equal the total levels of those monsters. You can use the effect of Necroz Mirror once per turn. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card and when Necroz monster add one. Yeah, same as the other one. Okay. So you can use resources in grave for your ritual summon. That's pretty fucking sick. Okay. Well, all three of the Necroz ritual spells seem pretty fucking nuts. One of them seems really bonkers, and the other two seem like really good like comeback cards. I guess this one could also be like a follow-up card too, because you can do like a standard ritual summon, and then you can use this one on top of that to summon another monster, because you can just use the resources you just put in the graveyard. You run Kaleidoscope 3 and one of the other two? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see, because if it turns out the Kaleidoscope is ultra like searchable as well, you'll just run 3 of that, have like a searcher, and you just search these two. These like have these as like 1-ofs. Because both these cards are really good. They're just competing for the ritual slot, which is already given to Kaleidoscope, which seems fucking insane. Alright, moving on. So, considering we're only in the rares, and the Necroz support already seems nuts, that's a pretty good sign for the deck. Alright, Super Soldier Ritual. This card can be used to ritual summon any Black Cluster Soldier ritual monster. You must also choose monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal exactly 8. Right. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card, one light monster and one dark monster from your graveyard, special summon one Blackluster ritual monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. Right, so you ritual summon a Blackluster using a light and a dark, then during the next turn you can banish this, and the 2 materials you just used to special summon another one from hand. but not on the same turn. I'm not sure about this one. Isn't there already a ritual spell we currently use for the deck, which was ritual summoning by pulling stuff out of the deck, like material? Because that sounds way better than this. These ritual spells aren't bad, but I'm pretty sure we already have a much better ritual spell than this, right? Yeah, this one. Synthesis. This one just pulls straight from deck, from material, right? Plus, this one, it banishes the materials you send, but in Black Cluster, we're sending materials like this guy, this guy, right? And these guys you want to have in the graveyard because they have effects, right? Oh, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, it's fine, it's fine. This guy banishes them. So this card will get bonus effects with the new ritual spell. So you activate this, banish this guy, and you'll get its effects.
Shut up, Mokuba.
I don't know about that one.
Here's the prize support. Oops. Wrong stream, smiley face.
Thank you for the $3, Alistair. Appreciate it. For fuck's sake, every time. Alright, not sure about that one. Like I said, it's competing with a ritual spell that's already really fucking good, so I don't like it too much. Thank you for the sub, Uzi. Appreciate it. Alright, moving on to the next card. This one's kind of cute. Panda Borg. When this card is destroyed a battle and sent to the graveyard, you can pay 800 life points to special summon one level 4 psychic monster from your deck. It seems to be destroyed by battle. That's the next. Alright. Sylvan Sage Kyogira. Nice beard going on though. When a Sylvan monster is sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's very, very easy to do. Once per turn, you can activate the top card of your deck, and if it is a plant-type monster, send it to the graveyard. Otherwise, place it on the bottom of the deck. Okay. If this card is activated from your deck and sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one Sylvan spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So this is a 2600 attack monster that is very, very easy to summon. It just special summons itself. Its excavate effect though? Its excavate effect is pretty good too, to be fair. You should already have like a Sylvan spell trap card in the grave. Like if you use one, send it to the grave, this card can recycle it to use again that turn. That's a tall tree? True. I don't mind it. The Sylvan deck though is going to be pretty stacked in terms of cards it's got, so like, trying to fit in cards might be kind of hard. And it's like, is this support good enough to make Sylvan playable? Probably not. It's not bad though. A special summonable fucking level 7? 2600 attack? That ain't bad. Especially considering like all your other Sylvans are like, they have like other ways to special summon or tribute summon. It's nice to have one that special summons itself. Not bad, not bad. Is it enough to make Sylvan like a top tier meta contender though? Hell no. So we're looking for better Sylvan support than this. This is definitely not enough. Alright. Performapal Barracuda. Is this thing a fish? I'm confused. Is that actually say Barracuda? Oh, okay, whatever. Once per turn, if your Performapal monster battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you can make the opponent's monster lose attack equal to the difference in its original attack and current attack. Right. That's not all that useful. During either player's turn, you can target one perform power monster whose current attack is different from its original attack. It gains attack equal to the difference until the end of this turn. Right, so more attack buffs with perform power. I don't think that's what we're looking for to make that deck playable though, right? It's a rose? Maybe. Last time I checked, Barracuda's a fish though, just saying. Yeah, I'm not sure. I see this card, I just think, wow, another perform power attack buffing card? No way. Like, we already have so many of these kind of effects, and the deck still sucks ass. I'm looking for things that make, like, pendulums playable, you know? Because the main issue with perform power isn't the cards, it's the fact that the fact that we're using pendulums fucking blows. Because pendulum is such a shit mechanic right now. We need things that make pendulums playable, not attack buffs. Not interested. Perform power ballad. Once per turn at the start of the damage step, when you perform power monster battles an opponent's face-up monster, you can make the opponent's monster lose 600 attack. So this card with this card makes some pretty nasty damage reduction like attack reduction stuff. But again, it's like I'm looking for some good pendulum effect buffing stuff. If your opponent's perform power monster attacked, after damage calculation, you target one face-up monster your opponent controls, that target loses attack equal to the attack of the perform power monster. Alright. So these cards aren't bad. If you have both these as scales, obviously they combo with each other, and that's some pretty nasty attack reduction effects and stuff. But yeah, I've said it a billion times. We're looking for stuff to make, you know, pendulum effects useful. Like the fact actually getting 2 zones and special summoning a bunch of cards when we've only got 4 cards starting hand is the issue right now. We're looking for ways to make it work. Okay, so perform power Radish Horse. That is an interesting card art. Once per turn, you can target face-up monster your opponent controls and perform power monster you control. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to the attack of that perform power monster you control. Okay, that effect is better than the other ones combined, right? Because it will just do a massive amount of attack reduction without having to have 2 cards to combo. Your opponent controls a special summon monster and controls at least as many monsters as you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on each side of the field. Until the end of this turn, the opponent's monster loses attack equal to this card's attack. And if it does, that monster control gains attack equal to this card's attack. There's only 500 attack, and then I mean, I guess you can buff it, which Performapal power does do quite a lot. Alright, well, I don't really know what to say. Like, I keep reading all these cards, and like, the Performapal power stuff we have in the game at the moment already isn't that bad. It's just, like I said with the other cards, the same kind of thing. I can't really rate these cards as anything too special. This pendulum effect, by the way, seems really good. That's a very strong effect for a scale. You just basically reduce an attack to God knows what. Any like decent started monster, you just have them reduced by a shit ton. Like even reducing something by like 1,000 attack is already a huge amount. So it's not a bad pendulum effect. It's just, again, 4 card starting hand. We're looking for some actual ways to make the deck work. Wait till the SRs. I'm hoping that's where we see the actual, finally, Performapal performing cards, you know? I've had so many Performapal cards released, and none of them are like, the deck still sucks, so I don't know. I'm getting worked up over Performapals. Alright, Gaia the Midnight Sun. Another Gaia card? You can only use each effect of Gaia the Midnight Sun once per turn. Okay, you can tribute 1 other light monster and 1 level 4 dark type monster from your add 1 level 4 dark warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. Then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. What? So to get this out, have a light monster on board, have a card in hand, and then you can search for a level 4. Okay. You can banish 1 dark monster from your graveyard and target 1 monster on the field, it loses 500 attack. I think this is garbage. I'm gonna go next. I think it's garbage. Oh, unless it combos of this card, maybe. Gaia the Polar Knight. You contribute one other dark monster, add one level 4 light warrior type monster from your deck to your hand, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay. Moving on. Prediction Princess Tatsu. So we had a ritual spell for this earlier. You can ritual summon this card with Prediction Ritual. Once per turn during your end phase, you can special summon one flip monster from your hand or graveyard in face down defense position. Okay, so you can use the flip monsters as material, then use this card to special summon them back as face down. During either player's turn, you can target one face down monster on the field, change it to face up attack position. Actual sub-terror support. Okay, that lighting is really bad for the camera. Why just like turn the camera up here somewhere? Get a different angle. Gonna help? That's not gonna help at all. Fuck's sake. I do like a tissue or something. I do like that. That can help. I don't know if that helped or not. Yeah, you guys will live with the bad camera quality for a while. Alright. Actual sub-terror support, Big Pog. Man-eater bug support. During either player's turn, you can target one face-down monster on the field, change the face-down defense position. Damn. Oh, wait, the second effect can target your opponent's stuff. The second effect is a Book of Moon. Oh. Wait, this card's actually really good for a rare monster. And watching 144p doesn't matter. Wait, both effects of this are really good actually, and it's only a rare. Huh. So it comes with a free flip your opponent's monster face down, even if you don't have a monster on board for its first effect. Ooh, indeed. That's actually really fucking good. I like it, I like it. Plus, I just want to point out, that's a light fairy? What's the fuck's it called? Cyber Angel, Benton? Edison? One of the two? Is it Edison? Benton? Which one is it? Benton, right? If this card's tribute, add one light fairy monster from deck to hand. This is in fact a light fairy. Just want to point that out. This also means this card can technically just be played in Cyber Angel, because Cyber Angel can already use the I forgot what the fucking ritual spell's called. There's already a ritual spell that like a substitute ritual spell for light monsters, whatever it's called. I forget what the fuck it's called. Anyway. Huh. That's cool. Very excited to use this card. I would definitely want to give this card a shot. Fuck the rest of the Predict Princess monsters. Just give me this card, a ritual spell, and we'll figure it out from there. Interesting. Alright, moving on. Holy shit, a Chem Critter Exceeds monster, and it's rank 8. So we saw how we summoned this with the trap card, right? When this card is Exceed summoned, you can target one Gemini monster in your graveyard, special summon it. While this card has Exceed material, monsters your opponent controls cannot target Gemini monsters you control for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target Gemini monsters you control with card effects. Okay, never mind. Oh. Okay. When a Gemini monster is normal summoned, you can detach one into this card to make your opponent send one card from the hand or field to the... Wait, that's really good. Hey, what's with all these rare monsters and being, like, actually playable? If you can get this out, That's sick. It's not even hard to do with the trap card. It's literally a 3000 attack monster that makes all your Chem critter monsters immune to targeting effects. Plus then it can make your opponent send a card from hand or field to graveyard. But obviously you don't want to attach too many materials because you want materials on this card for its anti-target effects. Dragon, Meth Dragon, fuck's sake. Damn. I wonder if there's an what do you think? There's got to be an easier way to make these, Surely we're not going to be trying to use the trap card to get the 2 level 8s, right? Surely we're just going to cheat them out. Like, we'll just use a skill or something to make, or that spell card from earlier that adjusts levels to just make a level 8, make 2 level 8s, then just summon this with 2 level 4s. What the fuck, though? Damn, we're getting some nice free-to-play cards in this box. These are like, both these cards are like free-to-play players' wet dreams. It means your free-to-play decks have just got some new support to play with. You just don't have to worry about spending bucket loads of money on. That's fucking really good. This box is already looking really nice. I'm already getting excited. We haven't even gotten to like an SR or Ultra Ray yet. What the fuck? Can the lighting stop fuck with my camera? How about I just do this actually? This camera is driving me insane. Let me just do this. Make it dark in the room. And turn on a fucking light switch. How about that? How about that? There we go. Problem kind of solved. Seems like a fun box? Hell yeah, it does. Thank you for the sub, General Hay. And How as well, thank you. By the way, chat, just so you know what I'm working with here, hang on. Yeah, there you go. There you go, chat. There's a doggo in my room, so there you go. Alright, moving on. Orion the Sylvan High Arbiter. 2 level 7 monsters, so it's generic. Once per turn, you can send 1 plant type monster from your hand or face up. Holy shit, this is so tiny. From your hand or face up from your side of the field to the graveyard. Look at the number of cards from the top of the deck equal to the level of that sent monster had in the hand or on the field. Then place them on the top of the deck in any order. That's gonna be a lot of cards sent in a 20 card deck. Jesus Christ, you can stack. Anyway, once per turn you can detach 1 extension from this card, choose a number from 1 to 3, then activate that many cards from the top of your deck. Send any activated plant type monster to the graveyard, and if you do, return up to that many cards on the field to hand. Ooh. Also place the other cards on the bottom of the deck in any order. Return to hand, dude. Okay. That's pretty fucking good. What the dog doing? Dog's chilling. Stack 1 to 2. That's pretty fucking good. And again, just want to point out, chat, this is a rare monster. We've been given 3 rare monsters in a row that are really fun boss monsters. And they're just like freebies you get given with the box. We haven't even gotten to the actual good shit yet. And we've already gotten 3 cards I want to try out, so... What the fuck is this box? This box seems stacked. Non-target? Hang on, let me just zoom in real quick. Hang on. Trying to work it out here. Give me a sec. Return up to that many cards on the field to hand. Yes, non-target, I believe. That's really good too. So, I'm not sure how many level 7 Sylvans there are. Just trying to remember. I think the main one's not level 7, right? So the new one probably is. Oh, so it's only this one though. So getting 2 level 7s with like only this guy in the deck might be difficult. Unless we run other level 7 monsters. So it might just be a one-off just in case you can summon it, but it might not be that easy to summon in Sylvan. But you might not even need Sylvans, right? Like, we can really play this in, I don't know, fucking, what's that other stupid archetype called that we got given? It was all plant. I just type in plant. Fuck. Oh, we actually don't really have that many. Alright. Just wait for the Ultra. Okay. Alright, moving on. 100 Dragons. This is the dickhead that goes with Time Wizard now, right? Once per turn, you can have this card gain levels equal to the number of cards you control, and if you do, it gains 100 attack for each level gained. Wow. These changes last the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck. The first time that face-up monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, it is not destroyed. Okay. So I assume this will protect the big Time Wizard monster you're summoning with it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Chad Dragon. Big Chad. Okay. I mean, it's probably going to be used for a meme deck for that Time Wizard card, so we're going to have to wait till we see that one. We'll move on from this one. We'll wait till we get to the, is that an SR? What the fuck? This can't be used in anything else but the Time Wizard meme deck, right? There isn't any just random dragon fusion monsters or something that we'd use this for, right? Otherwise, why the fuck is my meme card an SR? I guess to be fair, I don't know what Time Wizard does. Maybe Time Wizard's actually meta relevant and I just haven't read it yet. Alright. Spirit of the Full Wind. If this card is normal summoned, you can add one flip monster from your deck to your hand. It takes your normal summon to do it. So you use this to search for whatchamacallit, then use the ritual spell to ritual summon, special summon the thing back, using this card and the ritual monster as material. Okay. Okay. Not bad, I guess. Not bad at all. Search is a good search. It's a good search, I guess. So, like I said, I assume you will have this card, you'll normal summon it, search for a flip monster, then use this card and the card you searched, or maybe not even use the card you searched. Like, can you literally search? Where is it? It can special summon any flip monster, right? Where'd it go? Yes, then during the end phase, you'll bring back the monster. Is the fucking... Are Subterras actually flip? Or do they just have to be flipped, right? I don't think Subterras are flip, are they? They just when they're flipped. Oh, they are. You can search Behemoth. Search Behemoth, ritual summon using it, then special summon back Behemoth. Is that actually a combo? It's fucking... It literally is Subterra support. You can literally search your goddamn Behemoth. Your Imra Strength, what the fuck it's called. Subterra's art flip. It literally says flip on my screen. What do you mean? You can't tell me a card that has the word flip in it isn't a flip monster. I don't believe you. Unless I'm missing something here. That sounds like a funny ass deck. It actually sounds so fucking amusing. Crawl support, don't talk to me. Subterra gang rise up. Miss input? Alright. Anyway, let's get back on track. So that's your searching boy. Cool stuff. Look up. Flip versus flip, so that... He's telling me it won't work with Subterra. Is that what you're trying to tell me, chat? Have Konami done some really stupid rulings where it won't work with Subterra? If so, that's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe, bro. I'll be writing a really angry letter to Konami about that one. Subterras literally have the word flip at the start. How is that not a flip monster? Alright, something like a swarm of locust rulings. What swarm of locusts first? That's the back row killing card, right? Oh, this one isn't even Subterra. This one isn't a flip monster. The other, of course it isn't, because it hasn't got flip written on it. Subterra has the word flip on it. It should work with Subterra. Stop telling me dumb stuff, chat. Stop this. Get out of my face. Alright, moving on. Like, some of Locust literally just have the word flip in it. Subterra have the word flip at the start of it. So it's a flip monster. What do you mean? Alright. Moving on. Isn't this a reprint? Have we seen this before? I feel like I've seen this before somewhere. No, I haven't. Okay. It's a Bujin card. Okay. You can banish this card in your Pendulum zone. Then target one Bujin Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Bujin Xyz monster with a different name by using that target's Xyz material. Okay. Imprison after showdown with Bujin Hirume over the Sky Throne. This master schemer eventually escaped by manipulating Hirume and creating the sinister Bujin Amaterasu. They went on to almost engulf the world in darkness, but were finally defeated by Yamato and his allies. Wow. Now, this seems like a cool effect, but as far as I remember, in-game, we don't really have any Bujins to climb into, right? I can't even spell Bugin. Fuck. Yeah, we don't have anything to climb into. Why would we swap them? I don't get it. Why would we use this? It's not even climbing into anything. They're level 4. You'll just summon this to start with. Why would you even bother with these other ones? These other ones can go away. Just summon this dude. Summon Mr. Uwu. Am I missing something here, chat? Is this kind of like... Why? What's the purpose of this? So you can draw 2, then go into it? Oh, so you can summon this, use effect, then go into That's only a draw 1 though, because this card counts as a card, so you have to use this card for that. Is that worth running?
Shut up, Mokuba.
I don't know.
You should center plus to zoom up so you aren't straining your eyes to read the card's smiley face.
On this? Does that even work? Oh my god, it does zoom in. I don't actually think it would. You know what? Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the $5, buddy. That's I didn't actually think it would zoom in. It does make it kind of blurry though, but you are right. Thank you. Appreciate that. I guess you can summon this card too, because it takes 3 materials. This card isn't that great anyway. So I guess the whole point of it is so you can use the Exceeds monster's effect and swap it over for another one and use the other one's effect. Then you can summon this card or whatever, I don't know. Either way, I'm not too excited for this, because I don't think it'll make Bujin any better than they already are, so I don't really care. So, moving on. Alright. Shirit, Strategist of the Necroz. Damn, this dude is an anime-looking guy. If you ritual summon exactly one Necroz ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card can be used as an entire requirement. Damn, there's some weird wording. If this card is distributed by a card effect, you can add one warrior-type Necroz ritual monster from your deck to your hand. That's really good. This guy counts as an entire tribute, or whatever the fuck its requirement as. And when it's tributed, you get to search for another Necroz monster. That is really good, actually. Henry Merchant. So it counts the entire material, and it will give you a search when you use it. Very good, very good, very good. Because like I said earlier with the other ritual stuff, like the main issue with ritual monsters is that they burn out your hand very quickly. Kind of similar to Pendulum in that way. Because they need the ritual spell, the monster, and the tribute to try to get out a monster, so you use a lot of stuff to try to summon a card. So this card counts as entire tribute, and I'll give you a bit of recycling to give you some stuff back. Not bad, not bad. Really good. Alright, Mr. Unicorn. Now I saw a lot of discussion in the Duel Links Meta Discord asking for this particular card to be released, so it better be fucking good. Alright. It's a level 1 and it's a scale 8. Okay, once while this card is in your Pendulum zone, when an odd-eyes monster you control declares an attack, you can target one other Performapal monster you control. That attacking monster gains attack equal to the original attack of the targeted monster on the field until the end of the battle phase. Damn, that is a good Pendulum effect. Okay, when this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Performapal monster in your graveyard, gain life points equal to its attack. Still nothing to actually help the actual Pendulum summoning stuff though. We're still having a 4-card starting hand and trying to play this garbage. I don't know. I'm very, very not convinced on Performapal still. Is it searchable scale 8? Searchable with Sky Iris? Oh, Sky Iris can search this. It is an odd eyes card. True. That makes Iris actually a much better card. The Pendulum effect is super good on it too. So the scale is really fucking good and the effect is really fucking good on the scale. Honestly, they should have released this card last box, I think. Do we really have to wait on this one? Was that necessary? I think I have to wait on this one. I'm still super... My knowledge of Pendulum from TCG obviously doesn't exist because I don't play TCG like at all, let alone trying to play Pendulum monsters in TCG. So seeing this card, I don't know. It doesn't... Pendulum monsters are just too much for me at the moment. I don't really know like what we need to make them successful. Because at the moment, Pendulum just seems like it's hard stuck. We've got 3 zones, need to require certain skills just to get extra monster zones, and 4 cards starting hand and still trying to do all this special summoning crap seems AIDS. So hopefully this is enough to make the deck playable. I'm not super convinced, just because I'm still not convinced on Pendulum as an archetype yet, or not an archetype, a summoning mechanic. So maybe wait for Triff to give his review on this card to tell me if it's actually playable. Or if obviously it's playable, but if this will actually make enough to make Odd Eyes actually a good deck or not. We'll have to see. I'm not super convinced. If anything, just so you guys know, when this box comes out, Performapal will probably be the very last deck I try out, because I still have zero interest in even playing Pendulum. With all the stuff we've seen already, I have plenty of stuff to play, so... Pendulum archetypes, they're at the very back of the list of things to try out. Alright, moving on. What the fuck? Reshef the Dark Being. This card can only be ritual summoned with the ritual spell card Final Ritual of the Ancients. Once per turn, by discarding 1 spell from your hand, take control of 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field until the end of the turn. Damn, you did some really nasty OTKs with this card. But you gotta stay alive to use it. Well, I like the card, but I feel like... Damn, this card is actually gonna be OTKing people for days. Like, no meme. Some nice OTKs you can do with this crap. Literally, you can build your own deck around it. Dude, these cards are so cool. This box actually seems so cool. It's given us so many boss monsters to play with. This is like my ideal box for meme shit, right? Because this card alone, it's not really an in-archetype thing or anything. You're probably not going to play this in any particular archetype. But I could make a video on this card alone. Just this card and its ritual spell. I can make a video on trying to OTK people with this, right? How cool is that? They should just release more cards like this. Cards that are just like one-off boss monsters I can just make videos out of for fun. Let alone all those other rare monsters we had in a row. The Chem Critter one, the random Flip Monster one. There's so much cool shit you can build in this box. Even if the box isn't like good meta-wise, fuck it, there's so many good memes to build with this shit. I can build so much absolute garbage, you know? Like, do I think this card will be meta relevant? I don't think so. I doubt it. The fact that you don't have a turn 1 makes it like, holy shit, another deck has this fucking stuff Kite Roid into and pray to God kind of shit. I guess you can technically run Grip with this deck since you're only special summoning once. But yeah. It's a good meme, and I'll probably try to meme with it at some point. So, do I think it'll be meta relevant though? Probably not. Doesn't seem that kind of way to me. The fact that it's not really an in-archetype thing, it's not part of any kind of archetype, it's just one off by itself, kind of like, eh. No, can't use Advanced Ritual, it's, yeah, can only be summoned with this spell card. Unless Advanced Ritual says ignoring summoning conditions or something. Which I don't remember. It might. Alright, moving on. Gishki. Please be good. Please be good. I want to make another Gishki video. I want to. So please be good. I really want to make another Gishki video. You can ritual summon this card with any Gishki ritual spell. Okay. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card. If you do, reveal it. If it was a Gishki monster, shuffle 1 card from the field into the deck. Ooh. Damn, that's fat. Wait a minute. You mean we have another boss monster for Gishki that's actually pretty fucking good? Okay. A shuffle and a draw. Now, I think the main issue with this is I haven't played Gishki. Oh, fuck. I'd have to go look at my old Gishki list. But I think Gishkis were playing like a lot of non-Gishki stuff in the deck. Would that be spell cards? I think they were using a Necroz monster just for its requirement thing or something? I don't know. I don't know. It's cost 5,000 life points to start with Performapal. Okay, so I like it, but I don't think this will make Gishki like a super playable deck, purely because I think the main issue with Gishki at the moment isn't like having a monster to remove stuff. It doesn't really have a turn 1, right? It also struggles against Batcrow on everything else because there's no like anti-target in the deck or anything else like that. It's not a bad card by any means, but I don't think it'll make Gishki any more playable than they are. But it's not even guaranteed removal. So you have to run a pretty stacked Gishki only kind of deck for it to be usable. So I'm pretty sure Gishki will stay like the same power level they currently are, even with this card included. But I can certainly maybe try to make a Gishki video out of it, we'll see. We'll see. It's certainly going to be put in the list of decks to try out, but I don't think it will do a whole lot, because yeah, there's just no turn 1 for the deck at all. I think the turn 1 that we're currently doing was some like dumbass summon whatever that Xyz monster is, the fish guy that when you swing in it reduces attack by 1,000 or whatever, or you can summon a Abyss Dweller. It does let you Master of Rights though, that is true. Yeah, that's what I mean, Territory of the Sharks, you can literally summon fucking like an Abyss Dweller or the other card, but those two cards are not like that fantastic at turn 1 cards. They just kind of try to keep you alive. Yeah, so I don't think this will make Gishki strong enough to be playable like meta-wise or anything, but certainly enough to mess around with. Alright. God, I hope this card is good. This is like prime video material. Like actual clickbait as fuck. A time wizard in the title. Time wizard in the art. Time wizard in the thumbnail. For the love of God, make this a playable meme. The Time Wizard of Tomorrow. Time Wizard plus any effect monster. That's pretty good. Once per turn, while you control this fusion summoned card, you can toss a coin and call it. Destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict damage equal to quarter the total original attack of destroyed face-up monsters. If you're calling the toss wrong, your opponent takes the damage. If you called it wrong, or if you called it right, your opponent okay, and you take okay. Right. Time Wizard plus an effect monster for a guaranteed destruction. It destroys it. Does it destroy itself? Oh, it destroys itself. Aww. Super poly target. Fuck, it destroys itself. That makes me sad. If it didn't destroy itself, it's possible OTK, right? But it destroys itself. Oh, because you use it with the dragon and it protects itself. That's the purpose of the dumb dragon. So the dragon protects it. If you call it wrong, you nuke yourself with the damage. But you still destroy everything. This will be a hard meme deck to make. This will be a hard meme deck to make. What kind? I don't think this is the Sartorius skills help with this, right? Because the Sartorius skills are like, I don't know. There's probably some Sartorius skill you can use with this. At least it's fucking easy to summon any time wizard and then just an effect monster. You can even just like substitute cards and then any effect monster. Boom, you get this card. It's so easy to summon. It's so fucking easy. Just need Malefics to burn them for 3k. Yeah, we need to burn them for 4k, right? We need the lethal damage. Yeah, light hex seal. What is that? That uses graveyard, right? Fuck, I can't even spell it. Fusion. Oh, I've got the C's in the thing, I'm dumb. Lies? I can't fucking spell. Where is it? God damn it. I don't know. I have no fucking idea what to do with what I'm doing with this card. It seems I'm trying to think of like how to meme with it, how to actually play this card and make it playable. And there's got to be a way. It's so easy to summon. Just one card plus any effect monster in the game. You can literally use a Hex Sealed Fusion and then another Hex Sealed Fusion and it will summon, right? Like it's literally just so easy to summon. Or Swamp King, that kind of shit, right? So there's got to be some meme you can make with this. If you call it right, how much attack does it burn? Quarter of the total original attack of destroyed face-up monsters. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna lie, I think this will be pretty low on the tier list of decks I'm gonna try when the new box comes out. It'll just be one of them on there that I might try out towards the end. Yeah, I think I'll put that behind even Gishki. I remember that one. Dude, imagine if somehow this became tier 0. Just imagine that the meta became this fucking card. Wouldn't that be like the dream meta? Everyone just starts losing to this fucking card. It'd be funny as shit. It won't happen. I think this card's gonna absolutely suck ass, but if it didn't, that'd be pretty funny. Alright. Tatsu Noku. 1 tuner monster, 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Level 3. If this card is synchro summon monster will be used as synchro material, 1 monster in your hand can be used as one of the other synchro materials, unaffected by other monster effects. Right. This is asking for 1 card combos. There's got to be some good 1 card combos with this, right? Any level. Trying to think of this 1 card combos you can summon with this. Any level 1s in this category? Can Deep Sea Diva summon this? So Deep Sea Diva can combo into this. So you summon Diva, summon level 1, synchro into this, then use a card in hand. I'm just trying to think of decks that are like a really easy to make this card with. Make level 3. Lefty righty driver? True, actually. They make level 3s. Lefty righty driver is like a 1 card too, right? A while since I've used that deck too. Or do you have to draw like specifically lefty for it to be good? Oh yes, you want righty driver. If you get righty, the deck's good. I can certainly see this being in like the current Water Xyz decks we have already. Literally take the current Water Xyz deck you have, stick in a level 1 Sea Serpent, just one, any level 1 Sea Serpent, and you can use this card for stuff. Because, like I said, Deep Sea Diva can summon it. And then you can use cards in hand for God knows what. I guess that makes it level 4, right? So level 7? Let's make a level 7 synchro out of it. Yeah, I like the idea of this card. There's certainly a lot of ideas you can do with this. Should be really fun. Definitely only a card you need one of, though. I don't think there's going to be entire decks built around this. I feel like it's going to be stuffed into decks that can already make level 3s just because of it's level 3 and it'd be really easy to go into other stuff with. There's like other random decks like Crystron that could do something. Wait, is Crystron only machine stuff? I don't even remember. So Crystron's a lot of low levels, right? I don't fucking know. TG. Alright, I don't mind it. Should be fun. Should be fun. Alright. Reprint. Reprint. Pendulum Paradox. Okay. Please be the card that makes Pendulum not suck. Okay. Add 2 face-up Pendulum monsters with the same Pendulum scale but with different names from your extra deck to your hand. This is too deep for me, bro. I don't play pendulums. This is too deep. From extra deck. Should I be excited for this? Tell me, should I be excited or not, chat? I don't know. I don't know. I don't play pendulum. Is this card like actually something I should be excited for? Does this at all fix fucking pendulum so that we don't have these 4 card starting hands trying to make it work? A draw 2, but it's not really draw 2 because you have to have the 2 in your extra deck to start with. Can't we summon from the extra deck anyway? Why do we need them in hand? What is this being used for? Ignites? So this is like an Ignite only card? Because you use the 2. Oh, so it's used with fucking Ignites. But the scales are different. They're the same scale, right? So you have to have 2 Ignite monsters of the same scale, which there are plenty of them. Destroy them both for a search, then use this to add them back. So it's an Ignite card? So with all those fucking Gnaw monsters, they gave us an ultra rare for that fucking Gnaw monster deck? God, I am so not interested. I'm really just not interested. I couldn't give half a fuck if this becomes meta relevant. It seems like the most boring deck around. A deck built of only fucking normal monsters, and then this thing. Let us proceed in the direction of the next card. Best card I've seen yet. Moving the fuck on. Oh my god, actually something to be excited about. Book of Moon. Oh my god, I've never seen this card before. Brand new card. Let me just let the dog go out of my room real quick. Which one's go out? Wait. Oh, you good? No, you good? Alright. I'll let you out real quick. Off you go. On your adventures.
Card games on motorcycles!
Alright. I just let the dog out real quick. Alright. I was letting the Book of Moon sink in, you know. So if anything else, you go through this you've gone through this entire review and you're going, damn, I don't want anything in this box. It completely sucks. You see this card, you're like, oh. Well, I guess it's worth going into now. We're good now. Sick. But at the end of it, I'm so glad that when this box comes out, I will finally have 3 times Book of Moon. I'll be so fucking happy. I am not ending that box review until I have 3 Book of Moon. Mark my words. I only have 1 right now. If I don't get 2 more of this fucking card, I'll be depressed. So, I will have 2 of this fucking card extra, alright? What my goddamn words. I'll spend my entire bank account on this fucking card. Alright, moving on. Rescue Hamster. Okay, scale 5. You can banish this card from your Pendulum zone. Add 2 face-up Pendulum monster cards with the same name from your extra deck to your hand. The same name? Okay. If this card was normal summoned this turn, and you have a face-up level 5 or lower Pendulum monster card in your extra deck, you can tribute this card, choose 1 face-up level 5 or lower Pendulum monster card in your extra deck, and special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same... God, this is a fucking essay. The same name as that card, but they have their effects negated. What am I... Dude, I got bored halfway through reading it. Are Pendulums really this boring, chat? Are they ever going to release a Pendulum archetype I will enjoy? What is this? I'm just not interested. Is this more Ignite support? I really just... What is this? Is it we really gonna get the first Pendulum meta deck we will get is fucking all normal monster based? God, that is the most boring shit I've ever seen in my life. Holy fuck. Boom Brain just actually is. Holy fuck. Alright, chat, give me your... Alright, scale of 1 to 10 of who will watch the review, because I can't be fucked reviewing this card. 1 to 10, is this card PogChamp? Let me know in chat right now. Give me a number. 1 to 10, is this card PogChamp? Is everyone should invest in getting this card? Give me a number. Review it for me, I can't be asked. This is my box review, this is chat's box review. Let me know. My fucking... God damn it, get off my lip.
Card games on motorcycles!
Are think the most I've seen is 7s. I think 7 seems to be the gist. 6.9, damn, classic. The classic rating. Ah yes, the gem in the arse. Another classic rating, yes. Thank you for the sub, Fred McPhelson and Falling One Tell and Xavi. And if you're not subbed, by the way, and you're watching this review right now, hurry up and click the sub button. Like, what other streamer do you see that lets the chat review the cards instead of him because he's too lazy to read the wall of text? Alright, moving on. Alright, so Brad told me this card was Pog, alright? In the chat earlier, I saw Brad was telling me this was a Pog card, so he better not have lied to me right now. Sylvan Princess Sprout. You can only activate each effect of Sylvan Princess Sprout once per turn. You can tribute this card, activate the top card of your deck, send it to the graveyard. Then you can place one Sprout monster in your graveyard on top of your deck. So that includes this card. So you can tribute this card, it's the top card of the deck, send it to the graveyard, then you can place this card on top of your deck if you wanted to, right? If this card is excavated from... if this card is excavated from the deck and sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can declare a level from 1 to 8. Special summon this card from the graveyard. If you do, it becomes that level. So this is how you make the level 7. I see. And then you just special summon the level 7, and you can excavate one card, and it'll be this card, and then you'll have your boss monster. I see now, I see. FBI open up. Card art is beautiful. Yeah, it's alright. Alright. Trying using NordVPN. Hey, they don't sponsor me here, alright? Let me tell them about NordVPN. Alright, well, I like the card because it's good for making that level 7, and it's also good just for making, so I'm thinking specifically of that card, but you can literally use this for synchros too, right? Especially considering we now have a searcher for Spore and for, whatever the fuck it's called, the other one, the other tuna monster in the deck now. And you can make any level, right? So from 1 to 8, you choose any level, then you have Spore or the other one, which are level 1s or 2s, where the fuck they are. They're level 1s, right? Yeah, because they need to be level 1s. And you can get them out, and you make literally any level from 2 to 9 in synchros. That's pretty fucking nutty. Any generic 2 to 9 synchro can now be made in Sylvan. Pretty damn easily too. Not to mention you can just use it to match any of the other Sylvans you got on board to make just random Exceeders, not just your boss monster. Yeah, glow up bulb. The fact that you can use this to make a turn 1 is pretty insane too, because Sylvan currently doesn't have a very good turn 1. What's some really good turn 1 synchros, chat? Is there any good turn 1 synchro the deck could make? Because the deck still seems like it's going to have a really bad time going first. Because it can't make the the Earth negating guy, right? Because he needs specifically Earth monsters. The Harpy card? I mean, Harpy would be alright, but I don't think Sylvan's going to run that many Spell and Trap cards. Rhino's an Exceed. Every? Every a spellcaster only? Zeta? I guess Zeta's an option. Not great though. No, Sam Destroyer ain't great. I mean, Harpy isn't a terrible option. Because Harpy's just generic 8, right? The main issue, just literally the only issue then, is the fact that we don't have any, we have so little spell and trap cards that work with it. There's now a Sylvan, there is a Sylvan, spell card now, right? Oh, searcher for a spell card? I forgot which one it was, I think it was this card. Is any activatable during your opponent's turn things? This one? So I'm thinking Zeta or the Harpy would be good in this. Then you'd have to have the, oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's for later, I think. We can worry about the deck building portion later. Just so you know, this card's good. That's all you need to know. Good card. Very good card. Literally makes it so any level 2 to 9 synchro is now playable in Sylvan. Even higher than that, technically, because you can just play other tuner monsters if you want to, but yeah. Alright. Necroz of Brionac. So, Brionac's pretty fucking pog. Let's see how the ritual monster is. You can ritual summon this card with any Necroz ritual card. Must be summoned without using Necroz of Brionac. I cannot be special summoned by other ways. Oh no, must be summoned without using... Yeah, okay. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. You can discard this card, add one Necroz monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, you can literally just discard it for a search. That's really fucking good. Okay, so it's already a search just by itself without the other effect. It's already really good. Okay, the other effect, you can type a 2 face-up monster on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck. Shuffle them into. Oh my god, it's really good. Oh, it's so good. Wait, this card is ridiculous. What the? Wait, this card is ridiculous. Hello? This card is really good. It just has Brionac in the name. Says it all. Big bug. Dude, I would have run 20 of this card in my 20 card deck if I could. This card's really good. DD counter. Yeah, that's what we're using it for. Counter fucking DD2. What? Finally targeted removal. Little lights will be relevant after all. Okay. Well. Does Necroz have a good turn 1 anywhere? Or we have to try to fit a turn 1 in there somewhere? Or we're just going to have to run 15 times Book of Moon so the deck can play turn 1, and then turn 2 you just lose the game outright because this deck is fucking broken. It's turn 2, this deck is fucking sad. God damn. Maybe we'll play a combo of this thing with that fucking ritual monster from earlier that has like a Book of Moon inbuilt. Turn of it, you need the rituals. Ah, you're right, buddy. My bad. Alright, let's move on to the next card. Arcfiend Black Skull Dragon. 1 level 6 Arcfiend normal monster, 1 Red Eyes normal monster. So is this summable with Red Eyes Fusion? It's not, right? Red Eyes Fusion needs specifically Yeah, this isn't Start of Red Eyes Fusion, right? And he's like realizing the name, I guess. It's pretty important to note this, so I'll just check. Fusion monster that lists a Red Eyes monster as material from your extra deck. Oh, it can be summoned with Red Eyes Fusion. Oh, that's pretty important to note. Okay. You can only special summon Arcfiend Black Skull Dragon once per turn. If this card battles, your opponent cannot. If this card battles, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated to the damage step. If damage calculation performed involving this fusion summon card, at the end of the battle phase, you can target one Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack in the graveyard, and shuffle it into the deck. It's just more support for a Red Eyes deck, right? Because I'm assuming every single Red Eyes deck will just run one copy of this because you can. But I don't think it's anything too exciting. I guess no, you have to guaranteed run a level 6 Arcfiend then. Yeah. It just seems like an anime card, right? This seems like an anime card, right? Like, it doesn't seem that cool. Slash is better, true. I don't think Necroz can out Triamid Sphinx. Wasn't this return to hand? Oh, some extra deck. Okay. Can go over Blue Eyes, I guess. So I can slash though if you equip it with something. Yeah, I think it's just... Oh wait, is Arcfiend of Lightning count? That's not a normal... Oh, it does count as a normal monster because it's fucking Gemini, isn't it? So you just run one Arcfiend of Lightning, then you can stick this in all your Red Eyes decks? I guess. Oh, Red Eyes doesn't work if it's in the deck? That kind of makes Red Eyes Fusion pointless then, since the whole purpose of it is it gets stuff out of the deck. Yeah, no, I don't like this card. This should have been released years ago. That's my take. Moving on. Alright. Dark Armed the Dragon of Annihilation. 2+ level 7 monsters. Once per turn, if you have exactly 5 dark monsters in your graveyard, you can also exceed summon Dark Armed the Dragon of Annihilation by using one level 5 or higher dark dragon type monster you controlled as material. Okay. Right. You can detach raw material from this card and target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Then banish one card from your graveyard. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. What the fuck? Okay, so first thing to note about this is it's level 7 and it's generic. So you just target, remove. Pog. Oh, so it's level 7, so yes, Dark Magician fucking support. The hell is this? What is going on over there? Red Eye support? Dad, that was some alcohol? What? So I think that the main focus of this is generic. That's about it. Why is everyone spamming Dad? What have I missed here? Is it just because it's Dark Armed Dragon? So it's DAD? Have I missed this meme? Fuck's sake. Anyway, it's just focus on the fact it's a generic card. So any deck that runs level 7s can run this card as just a target banish kind of thing, right? That's just it. I don't think you're going to be building decks around this card, is what I'm saying. To be fair, there's already a lot of level 7 generics in Duel Links at the moment anyway, I think. We've already got that dude that summons the 2 tokens and target removes. It's fairly similar to that. So it's nothing too spectacular. It's cool though, and you definitely want at least one copy of this for if there's any Dark Magician enthusiasts out there. Oh my god. Moving on. Thunder and Dragon, 2 level 8 normal monsters, so Blue Eyes players are ecstatic right now. Once per turn, you can attach one XP from this card, destroy all other monsters on the field. So, we've just got a new card for Blue Eyes that can out Lunalights. There you go, Lunalight players, you've just been outed. Really basic card though, nothing too exciting about this. Just 2 level 8s, boom, nuke your opponent's board. And it's built like specifically for Blue Eyes. I don't think it'll make Blue Eyes any stronger than it already is though, because it's not... It's just a board-wide nuke, right? Actually, I guess that's pretty... Yeah, it's not that relevant. It shouldn't be that relevant. I assume every Blue Eyes player will run a copy of this, because you really should. But I don't think it'll be that relevant, because I don't think like it'll make Blue Eyes any more stronger than it is. Getting 2 Blue Eyes monsters on board already would already make like Xyz monsters that can destroy stuff, and it shouldn't increase the power level of Blue Eyes using this card. It really shouldn't. Galaxy Eyes support too. Galaxy Eyes isn't a normal monster. Yeah, I don't think it's too exciting. I'm literally only thinking, is this actually going to make Blue Eyes any stronger than it is? And I don't think so. I think it's just going to be something you want to run in your Blue Eyes, but it won't really change much. Like, I think you guys are like getting the scale of how many decks I can make videos on. Blue Eyes deck, Dark Magician deck, fucking Red Eyes deck. We've got Necroz. We've got Sylvan. We've got whatever that fucking Ignite cards are. It goes on forever. Bujins I can make a video on. Think of the fucking content I have right now. Jesus. This box is fucking content at its arse. I'll have content for the next 3 years. Alright. Final card in the box, I think. Black Cluster Soldier, Super Soldier. So we've already read this card because it's from a skill. You can ritual summon this card with Super Soldier Ritual. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sent it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack in the graveyard. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gaia the Fierce Knight monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only special summon a Black Cluster Soldier, Super Soldier once per turn. So, what do I think of this card? I think it's kind of boring and pretty bad. Like, it's not an awful card, but at the same time, it doesn't like strike me as anything too spectacular. It's just like a better version of the current Black Cluster list we were running, right? So it's just going to be, instead of running something that really generic Black Cluster card with using those 2 guys that can target remove things or whatever, have all the effects with them, we'll just run this instead. So it inflicts a little bit of extra damage, and if it's destroyed, you can special summon a Gaia. It's not special, it's just a better version of the Black Cluster we already have, so we don't have to run that garbage Black Cluster anymore. That's basically what I see from it. It's very meh. Very, very, very meh. Super Soldier was a free deck, didn't get a copy of second BLS, true. Fucking BLS is actually ultra, right? Fucking literally generic and no effect monster. Alright. So that's it of the box review, chat. What do you think? I think, holy shit, this is one of my... Oh, God, I hate to say it, but like, it's one of my favourite boxes I've ever seen released. Just purely off content alone. It's everything I want. We've got the memes. We've got the potential fucking meta relevancy. We've got old decks being buffed. Plenty of random decks being buffed. We have random ass boss monsters that have nothing to do with any art type at all that you can just make a video on. I can make an entire video on just OTKing people with this card, just because I can. We've got whatever the fucking creature is. We have literally 3 boss monsters in a row that are all rarity, cheap monsters. All seem really playable. Literally sub-terror support if you want to. Crawler support, sub-terror support. You can play Cyber Angel with this thing if you like, because why the fuck not? You can probably play some Megalith too, right, if you wanted to? Megalith support. Fuck me, this box is... If we're talking seriously, meta-relevant stuff, I don't think there's a whole lot of actual... Other than Necroz, maybe? I hate to try to rate Sylvans, because whenever I see a Sylvan deck, I'm like, could it be relevant? I think Necroz has a good chance, because this card's busted. But there is a lot of there's no real good turn 1 for Necroz still, right? Decks not having a turn 1 is normally a pretty nasty downfall for them, so... And Sylvan's gonna have that problem too, I reckon. It's gonna be a lot of just sticking as many fucking back row as you can. I feel like the first video I'm gonna make is on this card. This card seems so fucking good. It's a rare monster. It comes with an inbuilt Book of Moon effect, or a flip your goddamn Subterra Umatrix, whatever the fuck it's called, Banisher card effect. How could that not be good? Rating, it's finally nice to have lots of content during a KC Cup. Hell yeah, that's what I like to fucking see. Gang, here's a turn 1. Let me have a look. Been a while since I played this deck, so... during either player's turn, you can discard this card, then target one of the monsters you control. It cannot be destroyed, battle, or card effects this turn. During either player's turn, you can discard a next card, then target one convert. Oh, they do have a turn 1. Oh, that makes them very good then. Oh, that is so good. That's really good. They have got a turn 1. Alright, I'm pretty sure Necroz will make tier 3 minimum. I'm pretty confident in that, I think. There's too much good shit in here, right? There's just too much good shit. This card makes the deck so good. Double removal and a search. It has a good turn 1. Has an insane ritual spell. And 2 others that can go with it for backup. All of which recycle, right? These 2 recycle? Tier 1 might be a stretch, but I think they could at least make tier 3, surely. This card is so fucking good. Alright, I think the cards to be most excited about from the box are the Necroz stuff. This card seems really fucking good for a ton of decks. You can make... There should be some good meme decks you can make out of this. But I think the most exciting thing to be about is Necroz, I think. Seems... I mean, hot take. Fucking Necroz going to be strong poggers. Fuck knows if this, like, okay. If Ignites turn out to be bad, I'm gonna be so triggered. Because they've got fucking this card and this card, which are basically targeted at them. And then 15,000 fucking normal monster things we've got given. So if with all that support, that deck still sucks, I'm going to be tilted, Konami. Why bother releasing that crap? It better be good. God, I hope the first Pendulum deck we get in Duel Links that is actually good is literally just all normal monsters. Necroz Unicorns thing? It's a card that recycles on graveyard for Necroz? Maybe. We'll see. I'm pretty confident they're going to be at... Like, even if they don't make tier 3, they're going to be a strong rogue deck, right? They seem like it. They seem like it. Maybe they won't make it to top tiers, but they've got to be at least a strong rogue deck, right? Just having a turn 1 alone is huge. The fact that a deck like Harpies is tier 1, purely because it has a card that targets 1 remove during your opponent's turn, is that broken of an effect for Duel Links. And Gishki have that, so they have a good turn 1. Not Gishki, sorry. Necroz have that, so they have a good turn 1. And you can nearly guarantee it in starting hand now. Because you have this card, which really just searches for it. Discard this, add it to hand. I don't know, I'm pretty excited for this stuff. I'm pretty excited. I just want to get a hand... Oh my god. The fact that I'm so excited for a rare card is like... beyond me. This card is fucking so good. It looks like such a good meme. What was his ritual? It was a... what does it use? Prediction ritual. Where is that? This thing. May substitute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 9 or more. Oh, it actually is so good for Subterra. During your main phase, except this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card, add 1 Prediction Princess monster from your deck to your hand. You can even use this to get another one. Another one. What the fuck? Harpy just gonna bounce themselves when we activate a ritual spell? Read Necroz of Brionac? If it's a card that we haven't got in the game, I don't really care too much. I don't really care about what cards could come to Duel Links, I care about what cards we're getting. Gishki Sag, true. It's one of the best rituals in TCG. It's not just quite good enough to see play typically. It's so good. It's literally got a book of... The fact that it can be comboed with things like Subterra or just on its own be a Book of Moon is so cool. This gives those... This gives like... It by itself is a good enough boss monster to be like a turn 1 card where you give you any deck that's a... Not any deck, but it gives you a turn 1 play and stuff, right? If we could somehow integrate this into Cyber Angel, it would give Cyber Angel a turn 1. I think that's even doable too, because it's a light fairy, and there's that fucking... There's that one ritual spell, whatever it's called. What the fuck's it? What is it called, chat? What card am I thinking of, chat? It's like a... There's a really a... Isn't there a ritual spell that summons specifically light fairies? They could already run in Cyber Angel if you wanted to. So you can just stuff this fucking thing in there if you wanted to. Give Cyber Angel a turn 1. It's a bit annoying there's 9 or more though, because 9 or more is pretty hard for Cyber Angel unless you're using like a Dakini and whatever else. No, not Advanced Ritual. Yeah, the generic one. Oh, is Blessing Axe has to be exact? There it is. Exactly, okay, yeah, you can't do it in Cyber Angel then. Never mind. Sag. Yeah, Rash win. It was bad, man. No Cyber Angel memes. Unless... Fuck, I wish this could be a Cyber Angel card. Actually, what level's the Searcher for the flip card? What's his name? What level are you? No. It's level 4, right? Yeah, because that's the other thing. Benton searches this. Benton is a searcher for this card. Wonder if there is a combo where you could stick this into Cyber Angel. You get exactly level 9 with it. I guess to be fair, what's her face? This guy just searches any ritual spell, right? So you can literally just search for the other one. You can probably play this in Cyber Angel. I might give that a try. Giving Cyber Angel a turn 1 would be fucking huge. The deck would actually be so much more playable. So that's like the main issue with it right now, right? You can't, it just doesn't really have anything to do turn 1. So if you give it something to do turn 1, maybe the deck would be so much more playable. Alright, I think I'm just going to random deck building possibilities now. I think we've given the box a good review. Pog box, really exciting. Actually seems like one of the better boxes they've released ever. Even if it's not top tier contender or anything, the actual box itself is just so much content. There's boss monsters for fucking days. And on top of it all off, you get Book of Moon with it. So even if the box tends to be complete garbage, you won't have wasted your money because you get Book of Moon. So that's like, the box actually is insane. It's ridiculous. Fun stuff absolutely everywhere. Random boss monsters like this dude, like fucking wherever you might call him. This guy, just random boss monsters for no apparent reason, just for the lols. You've got anime cards, you've got fucking Necroz, which seem fucking 6, buffing old archetypes. Fucking a meme value for some reason. So yeah. Highly recommend going into this box, boys. It will be a fucking blast. It should be fun. At the very least, you get Book of Moon out of it, so guaranteed 1 cards be very good. I mean, it doesn't matter that it's exact levels, because this ritual spell isn't exact, the other one is, so you just have to search this with Editon. This is just 9 or more. And then just Editon plus whatever else you got in hand and you can make it. Not great, I just told uncommons first. Dude, you know how cheap a Cyber Angel video would be with this? Pog Champ. I'm so hyped for Performapals. Literally haven't mentioned them the last 30 minutes. Yeah, there's Performapals in here, by the way, if you want to play some Pendulum stuff. Literally stick Pendulum on the fucking back burner. No one gives half a fuck. Alright, chat. I think that's going to end it for the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free. Lets you know when I do these. And we'll also let you know when I upload videos on fucking 600 decks from this box. So yeah. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'll be back at some point. When is this box released, by the way? We got a date? I have to go check it in game. I'd ask you guys to tell me the date, but then you'd be like, oh, it's fucking Thursday, and I live in Australia, so I'll be like, what fucking day is that actually? Is that Friday, or are you guys on your dumb time zones that don't exist, or what? God, why can't the Earth actually just be flat, huh? If the Earth was flat, my life would be so much easier. Time zones are cringe. Really opening Duel links to check what date this releases. When do I have to be ready? Thanks for the stream, no problem, buddy. Thank you for being a YouTube member and supporting the streamer. Also, thanks for the donos this stream, chat. Thank you for whoever's donated. 12th of November, literally 2 days away. Fucking hell. Okay. So there's no real time for even make a video on the box just to say, holy shit, these cards are insane. Good memes. There's a release time on DLM. Probably is. That there is 1 day and 6 hours. Jesus Christ. Well, I'll see you guys then for a box opening. Laters, guys. Thanks for tuning in.